kind of cool, and then there'd be like a random bizarre thing that you could go, oh, that's interesting. I'll look at that. MeWe seems a bit. I have lots of OSR stuff on it, but there doesn't seem to be much just random weird shit at the moment.
Yeah, you gotta. It's almost like you gotta not have any contacts, whatever, and just have groups that you want to belong to.
I haven't got around to searching groups, to be honest.
And that's, like I just set up this group. And then I got a ton of contacts, so I still have a continuous stream of chatter.
I don't seem to get the...
And I got a lot of groups, too.
Yeah. I haven't got many groups at the moment.
So there's going to be some curating that's going to have to go on.
Well, I think that the option to get the notifications for group or chat is quite handy, I suppose. Because you just have stuff fall in the background without having ping every 5 minutes. But bad news, isn't it? Greg Stafford has died.
Yeah. What did what running the numbers? How old was he?
I think it was 70, I think.
70, yeah.
48.
Yep, there you go. Yes. 70, man.
Died in a sweat lodge or something, apparently.
Trying to get healthy, huh?
Well, he was massively into that kind of...
Oh, okay.
Spiritual kind of... That's how he got into fighting Glantha and stuff. Which is a shame, really, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have a hobby, to be honest. Because I watch D&D stuff, but I don't think I like it as a game so much. But Cthulhu in this, and sort of, I haven't really given RuneQuest a good go. But that's more my kind of game I enjoy playing.
Yeah, I was playing all TSR stuff, Dungeons and Dragons, Gamma World, Top Secret. And then someone showed me a copy of Stormbringer, first edition.
Oh, the Eric thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my first introduction to Chaosium's game system, and I was sold immediately. I was like, you mean armor just blocks damage?
Yeah.
No matter how good you are, one well-placed sword stroke can kill you? I'm on. Sign me up.
Morning, Jay.
Hey,
morning, Mark.
Hi, Kevin.
Mark, Kevin, welcome to the game. Are we gonna? You want to drop Saul on the raft?
I think he said he could be a lurker, didn't he? Sorry, my keyboard just exploded.
You can be, or you can play.
That's fine. Sorry, just checking my connections there. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly.
Good. There we go. Right. All right. We too short then?
Yeah, we are.
I thought Talon seemed to be.
I don't know if he's just trying to keep a toe in the water or he's planning on showing. But he knows where we are, and he hasn't shown in a while, so I don't know how to take that.
Because I think he was on the chat, I think, last time. I can't remember what he said. Oh, I got a fucking chair.
Usual. He's all on board. He's all excited. This is great. Now it's game time, and
we're still asleep.
But yeah, we got a little group chat here. But I can't even fucking think of his name. Zach.
Yeah.
He just sent me a request to join our group.
Ah, okay.
Clockwork and Cthulhu. That was when I opened up MeWe. And haven't seen him.
He was too busy playing Dota last night.
Oh yeah, what's that?
some kind of sort of I don't know, sort of World of Warcrafty type game. I think.
Nice. I've got the movie Warcraft sitting on my desk. Should I watch it?
I haven't seen it.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movie of last resort. Entertainment option when I'm sick of the news.
Yeah.
He's online, but I don't know where he is. He's asleep apparently. Snooze.
Yeah, can you ping him?
So I'm doing it through Steam. So he's
Okay. Jackass.
Send message.
Is there a jackass alert? Jackass.
Oh, I have to defeat perpetual loading screen. MeWe no longer works for me. Huh. What?
Oh, it's good to know.
I can send him a direct link.
Yeah.
And I can send it to him at Google.
Oh, the Hangouts. I sent him the Google thing.
Oh, you did? You just...
Try Google link. I'm scared to press it myself, to be honest.
What?
The Google link. I think I did it last night. I think it went to say to go to a plugin zone, but it did it on the Microsoft Edge, not Google. So
Microsoft Edge.
Yeah,
use Internet Explorer, don't you?
No, I haven't changed it. I usually use Google, but I don't think I've changed the default thing yet. Every time I go to a screen to go, oh, I didn't get one. You didn't get a link. It's in the fucking text above you, idiot. Hang on, can I rip it off from here again? This is being better flashbacks when I first tried all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Scary flashbacks. See, it's different links for some reason. Quick, let's put pressure on him. Hey!
Jesus Christ.
See, more social media, Zach. More social media.
Yeah, more not less.
It was stupid. I was having trouble with the MeWe site for the dumbest reason, because of my incompetence, not because it was doing something wrong. And then you accepted the application, and then I saw the link to the Hangout, and I clicked on it, and it said I had to log into the email. Like, I don't know my password, so I'm like, I'm just going to copy and paste, delete the window, go to the other window, copy and paste it there, because I'm logged in there, and then it just perpetual loading screen. Like, well, I got to go back to MeWe, perpetual loading screen on MeWe. And I was just angry.
Just angry. Well, you're here now. Now you can,
Rage.
Chill. Embrace the moment. The gaming moment that's upon you.
Yeah.
Yep, and the guy that just is falling is not here.
Yes, that's going to be slightly difficult. He says don't die. He's the only one about to die.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's armored up, wearing his armor or not. That's really what makes a difference.
Oh, yes. Glug, glug.
But, yeah, that's really kind of creates a little bit of problem. I'm not sure how I'm going to GM my way out of this.
And so he was ripped in twain, never to be seen again.
That would be his third character, though. That's, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Character death is to be embraced.
I'm not even sure.
Natural order of things.
Did he have... I'm not even sure he had a medium or light armor, to be honest.
No, I don't think it matters that much. It just matters that there's
Water.
less people on the raft now than at the beginning of the encounter.
The Kraken takes him down. He may float up on the shore later.
Yeah. I think it's going to have to be that way.
Damn 50th birthdays.
I like the idea that, we make it away because the Kraken's twirling him in the air, right? And then next session, we come across the Kraken still twirling him in the air. And we have to redo the combat again.
Like when you're pulling back across the lake.
Yeah. There he still is. He's still swinging. All right, let's go get him.
Well, we'll have to leave his fate in limbo at this point. Because we'll just the rest of you've got the prince and the priest and the translator on the boat on the raft as well.
Yeah.
So they're furiously paddling.
Furiously rowing away.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the doctor.
So
heading toward the shore.
The German witch hunter falls after you slash the tentacle that grasped him in twain. Falls into the lake, and the tentacles, the remaining tentacles, seem to grab him and take him under.
No, Wilhelm. And then I continue rowing.
Yeah. It becomes a rhythmic chant. Wilhelm, 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 Wilhelm. And you are approaching the ruins in the middle of the lake because they're not that too far away where this encounter happened. And it actually looks like that you're looking at the top of a city submerged. There are ruins that are poking up through. Quite extensive. And you're seeing either parts of wall or city wall or building walls that poke out, ramps, crumbling chambers, and beneath you can see in the murky depth shadows of submerged structures.
So there's no land as such. It's just the tops of whatever buildings are tall enough to raise above the water.
Yeah, the only place that you see where you could actually beach the raft is ramps. There seems to be ramps and causeways, whether they're rooftop perches or actual elevated ramps. It's hard to tell with the decay and the age.
So would we have to, if we beach on one of the nearest kind of structure, can we go from structure to structure, or we need to get the raft to go structure to structure?
You need to use the raft out here on the immediate edge of this crumbling ruin of the city. It's kind of, they're definitely spread out. Mm-hmm. There's tops of walls and roofless structures poking out, and closer to the center, it seems more dense. There's obviously what catches your attention on the horizon at any distance is it's obvious a central building, the center of the city that has more ramps and seems more interconnected.
So Wilhelm has distracted the echo. Has distracted the Squiddy boy. Should we beach or just keep going and hope for best towards the central structure? I asked the huge crew on board the raft. What say you, Frenchman? You agree with me? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely head towards the central building.
Can we? So the water is clear enough to see some way beneath us. Is there any more signs of Kraken or squids or Cthulhu?
Nope. Nope, nothing of that sort.
How deep is this? Like, there's the city is beneath the water. Is it like really only 12 feet deep?
The city is
because the sand is in the way? Like it's buried in sand, or is it like really a city beneath us?
It's really a city beneath you. And the let's see, you're in the highlands of British Honduras. You can it's pretty clear. The lake itself was pretty murky, but when you get to the center and amongst these the crumbling submerged city, the relief of the city makes it apparent that the water is actually quite clear. So it gives you a sense that in the lake, while you're crossing the lake, it was extremely deep. But with the buildings in relief underneath the water, you can see, I don't know, like 50 feet down before it gets too dark.
Can I ask one of the native prince guy, is this water drinkable?
He would not drink from the lake.
I would like to take out one of my vials, and I'd like to collect some of the water.
This whole place is cursed. As you can see, a century ago, the United Tribes were able to bring ruin down upon the city and cover it forever.
How long ago was this?
100 years ago.
I just thought it was kind of a weird coincidence. You know, England grew a city, and this place sunk a city.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to head towards the main building then.
Yeah, the main building. Look, you're seeing a top of a pyramid, and there's walled buildings connected by ramps and walkways.
I will keep an eye on as I'm rowing. Every so often I'll look sort of beneath us to make sure there's no more strange things heading our way, floating towards us.
No, you don't even see any fish scooting by or anything like that.
Okay.
No midges or mites.
So the land itself is dead.
No lake trout. And besides the ramps that seem to interconnect some of the buildings and they're crumbling or broken or go back underwater, there's a wide 60-foot, I mean, not a 60-foot, an obvious wide ramp that was the entrance to this level of the buildings.
Can we see any signs of life, like fire or flames or smoke? Or
no, just there's the whetstone ramp, unhealthy weeds overgrown in what looked to be frame stoned gardens and flower beds. The green grasses are all listless and kind of rotting in the water.
I will make a plant lore roll.
Ooh, a plant lore roll.
I will fail my plant lore roll for the 96.
Yeah, like most of the vegetation here in British Honduras, it's something you've never seen before.
Oh, alien.
If you had time, you could write a book about all them, take pictures and draw pictures of all the plants and stuff and go real scholarly and sell it back in London.
Did I mention my middle name is Vorshnik?
Nope. I'm sorry, guys. I got to go get another cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Who's Vorshnik?
So I'm eating a biscuit.
Mark is Vorshnik.
And I may be pronouncing it wrong. The Vorshnik manuscript, that kind of famous book that no one can decipher, that's full of weird and wonderful plants and sort of words in a language that no one can understand.
Okay. Is this from a different Cthulhu book? Is it?
No, it's real. It exists. Oh, hang on, oh God. No, sorry, it's a real thing. It actually exists, but no one's sure if it's a hoax or not.
Fair enough. I'm just going to go and turn the telly off. I'm back in a sec.
Well, they're teaching kids today, aren't they? Let's put that there.
Well, I think it'd be kind of awkward if, when learning to read, they are given these Vorshnik texts and be like, "You can't read these, but don't even try."
I think it's like they spent like vast sums of money trying to figure it out, and sort of it was found in a castle or something or other. Been carbon dated to the early 15th century. They have been composed in northern Italy during the Italian Renaissance.
Well, there's the issue. The Italians.
Damn Italians. The manuscript is named after Wilfrid Woźnik, a Polish, can't pronounce the word, book dealer who purchased it in 1912. So, all in codes and ciphers and stuff. Yeah.
So all I got to do is find an ancient text nobody can read, and then my name will go down in history.
Yes. Yep. If you've got to do 240 odd pages of weird language, and actually the art is quite nice in a kind of oldie worldy type way, full of weird plants and things that have never been identified. So,
it appears much like in the cathedrals of old, they like to decorate the buildings with gargoyles. But these large gargoyles decorating the rooftops are carved in the shape of twisted tree-like beings with hooked feet and long vertical tentacles.
I will pull out the medallion again and show it to Cuthbert and point out the similarities between the design on the medallion and the design on the sort of gargoyles.
Mm-hmm. Everyone also saw the tentacles wrap you and then release you.
It's because I'm protected by my faith. Good, clean, living Puritan.
What exactly is your faith now? You got this medallion. these tentacle beasts don't want to touch you. I'm starting to think that you have some connection to this location.
No, this is. I'm still a godly man, and this is just the medallion that Lord Malabench gave us. He did say it would open some doors for us and offer protection.
Oh, so it's not your religion that's protecting you, it's your lord. Okay.
No. I believe that God, everything is preordained. We're just following God's plans.
But you're following Lord Malenbench right now. Is that what this is?
No. We're just trying to find his son and bring him to book for his crimes.
Okay, all right. I believe you. Don't worry about it. No suspicion necessary, that's all.
As you follow zeal, I follow zeal.
Oh, yes, I follow zeal. Oh, full-heartedly. Salute, sir. Yes. Oh.
So, yes. So I'm not sure if if this medallion protected me against the. Well, no, that can't be right. How would a beast of the lake even know I had this thing?
You're right. Can't be the medallion. You should let me hold it.
I will hand it over to Cuthbert. See, it's just a. Was it was it green soapstone or something? It wasn't metal, was it? The medallion.
No, it's definitely a green, semi-precious stone of some type.
Can I roll my alchemy skill to gain what kind of stone it is?
Don't put acid on it, man! You fool!
I was just gonna lick it.
Yep, go right ahead. Tell me what you roll.
I have rolled a 51 out of 70.
Oh, nice.
From your knowledge of precious stones, metals, and gems, this is nothing that you can identify.
Oh, it's just really shitty copper. I'll hold on to it. Don't worry about it. This is not valuable at all.
That's fine. It's not, I've held it safe for a while, so I must admit I was worried that I may die and lose it, but so it's a weight off my mind for someone else to look after it.
There's like no running curse with this thing, is there?
It's too late now. No backsies.
I'm just asking. Do I need to roll something right now? Is that what happened?
Well, funny thing is that's not cursed, but the coin is.
Yeah, it was. I made you guys roll when you guys offered the Malabench the foreign gold coin.
Yeah, and my character's dead, so I don't have a curse.
Yeah, it seems most of the cursed characters, they don't get to invoke the curse because they just end up dead.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Winner, winner. That's me.
Does I don't think we're being particularly subtle about this medallion thing. Well, so does Father Goodchild and Unjay react to it, or immediately kill us?
Unjay is quite disturbed. He wants to know where you carry the you carry the mark of the Itzal.
Yeah, this is there.
You were here to demonstrate that your God is more powerful than the Itzal's God.
Ye speako no dago. I will ask him about. So this is the mark of the Itzal. We got this from the man's father who we're tracking.
Yeah, that's the. He says it's the. It's the symbol. It's the totem of their god.
Oh.
And as he points to the statues, the gargoyles.
Do not fear, my native friend. Our God is mightier than this tentacle tree, and we shall prove it. But like you, we have our men who are weak, who turn from the true faith and try and seek power by worshipping the old ones. ones. I don't know that. They're worshipping false gods.
This is all going through Father Goodchild's translator, and
Don't die. Don't die, translator. We need you.
And Anjay is anxious for you to confront the Itzal's god and demonstrate your god's power and superiority. So they can leave this cursed place as soon as possible.
As are we. We have travelled vast distances trying to find this man. It would be nice to finally end this sorry saga. Do you know anything of this city? Is the building we heading to? Is that a temple or a palace?
Yeah, it appears to be what would have been the center of worship, the temple of the priests. It would have been the biggest structure in the city.
Tell me, what was their foul god called? Is it something we can pronounce?
It's a good question. What do the Itzel call their god?
Because Wilhelm splashes up and goes, "What names have power?" And then he's dragged back down again. Thank you, Witch Hunter.
I'm pretty sure it's their god is called It's None.
Yeah.
I wonder if I probably thought about how should I spin this, but they call it Shub Niggurath.
Which was the one that was on the opposite side of the chain in a deep hole?
Oh yeah, the one we fell towards.
Shub Niggurath, but you didn't have any way of knowing that.
Oh, that was Shubby as well. Okay.
Want to make sure metagame-wise.
Yeah, metagame-wise, the Shub Niggurath was that one in that pit was made of all the sacrifices going on and before.
The corrector of sins. We need him again.
The corrector of sins, that Ruby Bell gave you control over reanimated corpses.
Mm-hmm.
So for a split second, you had control of Shub Niggurath through ringing the bell.
My next character is going to be named Ruby Bell.
Hell of a dame.
And following the Pale Lady's instructions, you basically instructed Shub Niggurath to seal off his access through, that cavern.
Close the door. You let the cold in.
You closed the gate, and the Pale Lady rewarded you with an audience.
With sex.
Sex. But yeah, this they're calling it.
Does anybody have a coat? Yes, I do, William. But I'm drowning.
Yep.
I have a coat.
What does your coat tell us? Someone left a message in your pocket.
It says it's drafty in here.
So we row on, happily, blissfully unaware of what Shub Niggurath is. Look, it's probably just these natives, superstitious natives. Look, it looks like a tree with tentacles.
Yep, tree with tentacles. You're at the center pyramid complex.
We will find somewhere safe to beach the raft.
And there's a ramp coming out of the water that looks like kind of I wouldn't say the front door, but it has Shub Niggurath statues flanking each side. It's a ramp that goes up to a causeway, and it seems to be the most connected structure, and that is Like if this ramp is on the east, west of you is the large pyramid complex, and the pyramid is surrounded by walls, and then there's a network of ramps and buildings, which this ramp is connected to, that also lead to the pyramid.
How tall are the walls?
Around the pyramid,
Yeah.
30 feet. So you're seeing a top of a pyramid around this wall. This is all coming out of the water. The walls are like 30 feet, and you see like another, good Lord, about 60 feet above that, of the pyramid's top of the pyramid. The step pyramid.
So
The typical, now you've seen it, the typical Mayan style.
So how do you get over the walls? So is there an opening in the wall where we can sort of...
No, but the labyrinth of network of passageways and buildings congregate on would be the east front of the complex.
So could we figure out a way to actually reach the temple, even if we have to go to another nearby building that crosses over?
Yeah, you're on the ramp of a collection of buildings that appear to do that.
Okay. We secure the raft.
You're on a wide ramp that narrows, and then there's a crumbling building due west of you. There's a junction after this ramp, and you can go north or south, and there's walkways and solid buildings, walls. Whether they have roofs or not, it's hard to tell.
Wait, stop cheating.
I'm not actually here. It's okay. We're good.
I will. The doctor will suggest once we got all our gear off the raft, that we head straight towards the main building, because that's the only place I can think Malabench would be. I can't see him. He didn't come here to explore the ruins. He came here for a specific purpose. So it must be that simple.
Yeah, that's good sense making there.
So I was always wearing my armor because I don't believe in swimming, and I will.
Yes, I also will be wearing armor.
Okay, you are in a watery environment. Everyone's aware of that.
I don't have to check my gunpowder because I don't have a gun. I just make sure that my sword is okay in the scabbard, and head off with tell Good Child and the translator that we're going to head towards the temple, unless we see something along the way that shows signs of life or something.
I will load my rifle and my molasses pistol.
Oh, you named your pistol Molasses.
So this walkway goes due west to a mini plaza, and then there's stairs descending down to a big open area that would be in front of the pyramid, and then there's the walkway goes north and south to smaller buildings that are more intact.
The doctor is just going to ignore the other buildings unless he sees like smoke coming out of it or something, or signs of footsteps or brush being cleared. He's heading straight for the temple.
Do the smaller buildings have any like distinguishing marks on them?
No. Great age, neglect.
Yeah, then I'll ignore them too.
I will make a perception roll to see if I can see any signs of brush being cleared or signs of life. I roll. What was that? 68 now.
Okay, walking down the steps closer to, I guess, the water is a vast. This must have once been a building, a roofed building, but the roof has collapsed into the lake. It's a vast open area. And I got a description of this. Yeah, you got a cracked moss-covered limestone ledge remains outlining where a floor once was supported.
Sorry, that's just me weak. Sorry.
No problem. Now only the the dark water fills the room. The far side is where the pyramid complex is, and the wall protecting it, and what would appear to be the entrance. There would have been a door into the complex. But where there would have been a door, right, there's some strange monolith. And when you're looking across the water to it, it appears that it's continually growing, but the monolith itself doesn't change in size at all. But when you look directly at it, it appears that it's growing. It's a gray moss-covered rock with orange patches that seem to be pulsating.
Huh.
And the only way, I guess, you could swim to the door in the wall and this monolith that's in it, or there is the remains of a ledge along the outskirts. And this open area, which was some large chamber at one point, has exits north and south, and then there's the exit entrance that you came in here on the east, and then to the west is the entrance into the pyramid.
So you have to cross this kind of expanse to get to the temple.
How heavy is the boat? Couldn't 6 men just lift it?
The raft that you made?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could grab the raft and you could use it.
Good plan. We tried to go back and pick up the raft.
Okay. You come back with it?
The doctor is on the raft being carried.
No. Whoops, accidentally lost my footing, tripped. Oh, doctor fell over.
That's what natives are for. We heading towards the monolith or the...
Yeah, that's where the door is supposed to be, right? So we got to check it out.
Is this the door that leads? Was it westwards to the temple? This is the door into the temple.
The pyramid is surrounded by a wall, and this is the apparent entrance into that through that wall.
Okay. And there's orange things pulsating around it.
It's a gray and a monolith, which a natural looking, a pointed rock, phallic looking, unworked stone rock. So we'll call it a monolith. And it's gray and it's got moss on it, but then it's also got these patches of pulsating orange.
Okay. And is the monolith the door, or is it just above the door?
It's sitting in the doorway.
It's blocking the doorway. Okay. How do you move a stone? I'll ask.
And it's perched on stone, on a stone floor, like inside the pyramid, beyond the wall of the pyramid complex. It seems to be there's a floor, an intact floor.
Well, we could throw ropes over it and see if we can drag it off.
I mean, you could squeeze by it.
I don't want to squeeze by it, Jay.
I mean, it doesn't totally block the entry. It's just right there in the middle.
It's got strange orange pulsating things.
So we haven't even gotten there yet. We haven't crossed the moat or whatever.
That is correct.
Okay.
You just have the raft.
I would like to cross the moat and investigate this thing.
I will recommend that Cuthbert wears his gloves. It's a long story, but always wears his gloves.
Okay. So you pull across or paddle across the pool, and you're at the other side at the doorway with the monolith plopped in the middle of it.
Okay.
So that makes the monolith about 8 feet tall.
As I approach it,
About
is it making any hostile? Is there any hostile action being taken place by the monolith?
no.
Okay. So I'm going to approach it. I am going to touch it with a gloved finger. Rolls out the tables. Let me see here. How much dice do I need right now?
Touches it. You touch it, and you are in a 15-foot diameter featureless white tube that goes forward as far forward as the eyes can see. There are no branches, splits, turns, no dead ends. You look like you're looking at a single smooth tube with soft illumination.
Am I laying down in the tube, or am I standing up?
You're standing with your hands sticking out.
Okay, that's better. I'm slightly more comfortable with this. And it just goes on for as far as the eye can see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my hand away. In shock and awe, of course.
And you're standing next to everybody.
Well, thank God. All right. Hey, guys, don't touch it. Just don't touch it, please. And you said we could. It looks like we could slide by it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it you capable of doing it without touching it?
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay.
Let's put it this way: everyone over a size what?
Everybody over a size 13.
Could be 13 on the money.
You see that? All right, I'm good. I'm 12.
If you're size 13 or above, you're not gonna be able to sneak by it without touching it.
Kind of up there then.
The prince and the priest, are they size 13?
Well, I don't think I may have that statted out. I don't think so though. Father Goodchild is a size 7.
And the prince is size 18.
Right? So size 7. And the prince, he's a size 8.
Oh, all right, cool.
You know? Very muscular, fit, compact. You notice the Mayans are a slightly shorter stature than the Europeans. Oh, you want to know the translator? Your Father Goodchild's translator. Oh, he's going to be another. He's a size 11. He's the biggest of the bunch.
Okay. Obviously, here, Doctor, we could sneak by, but as you can see, it looks like it's growing. So, if we sneak by, we might not be able to get back through. You should make the choice that determines our fate, I think.
What happened? You touched it and...
Oh, crazy shit. You don't want to know. I'm telling you.
When you touched it, he disappeared. He
disappeared. Shit.
You vanished.
So did you. So don't accuse me of anything. You disappeared as well.
This is the devil's work. Are you really you? Are you really Cuthbert?
Yes, I am. I can prove it. Would the devil know my last name is Sharp? See, there you go.
Yes. Okay. Can we? Do you have any ropes? Can we move the monolith? Drag it into the water?
Do you want to drag? No way. No way.
It's just resting on this stone doorway. It doesn't seem to be. It's not mortared in, is it? It's not.
No. It's as if it was placed there.
All right. Yeah. You tie the rope around it. You pull first.
I will make a. But actually, do we have any rope? Because I don't. No.
Not hearing it. Not hearing that you guys packed any rope.
You know, you killed my character that had rope, so.
Damn you, Talon! Damn you! So, can we watch it for a while and see how is it growing quickly or just like it's growing very?
If you look at it, it appears. It has the appearance of growing, but it never changes size. Like it's still the same size, fitting, and you can tell because it's still fitting in this doorway.
I don't trust it. It's obviously lying to us.
And you guys remember the strain? There was the distortion of distance. Looking at the lake, you know, the
bigger than it was, and then
the lake was about a half mile.
Daylight comes really quickly
in length and width, and then when you, what about the daylight?
That was it. We were crossing, and it was night, and then all of a sudden it was day, or the other way around. I think it was night into day.
Night into day, and then the lake appeared to be 10 times the size.
Bigger. Yeah. Is there? Are we like on the raft? On this kind of flooded bit, and we're butting up against this stone wall, or is there a bit of a ledge or something that we can actually stand
There is a ledge that goes all around. So you have the rope. I mean, you have the raft. Like let's say the prince is on the ledge with the translator holding the raft.
So I'm thinking if we...
And Cuthbert stepped off the raft and touched the monolith and disappeared, and then he was there again when he pulled his hand back.
Can we see beyond? Well, I suppose, is the area flooded beyond? Or is it?
No.
That's the temple. Okay, so we don't need the raft anymore.
Yeah, the pyramid seems to be resting on or penetrate through a stone floor.
Okay.
And there's walls all around.
Could we... It's a very bad adventuring party.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take one of the logs? I'll suggest to Cuthbert, see what he reckons first. And good child. Removing one of the logs from the raft and then cutting that to act as like wedges between the monolith and the wall. So... So just in case it does close, we've got to hopefully might be able to delay it or brace against it, depending if the wood doesn't disappear into the tube. So that is my suggestion, and I'll ask Cuthbert. And
I mean, we're giving up a functional raft to secure the doorway.
Just one log.
All right. Yeah. Okay. We'll do one log.
What are you going to do with this one log, this one piece of raft?
If I can untie it from the rest of the raft, I will chop it up into bits so they act as wedges between the monolith and the door frame. Wedge them into the empty space.
Mean like if you've got a doorway like this with something in the middle of it, you're taking a piece of log this way, like you're trying to brace it.
Yeah, to make sure the monolith doesn't close all the way. So we'll have something we can just step over the log into the still hopefully clear area. Considering we're not carrying an Italian, a German, and a Frenchman at the moment, we've got plenty of space. So that's what my idea is, just to see, hopefully delay it closing and to give us a way out if we need it.
Okay.
I'll do that. I will spend chop, hack a hack. Wait. Do you
feel the pressure of stone on stone when you put the pieces of wood against the monolith?
I take it on the monolith that it's when you say like it's just like crudely kind of especially hacked out stone. There is no medallion shaped indentation. Okay. Okay. I will get the native, the translator, and myself will try and brace it, and then when we're all ready, we'll go through and into the temple grounds.
Okay.
Who wants to go first past the monolith? I'll go first.
Good.
So you've got the medallion.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go through. I'll try and squeeze, make myself as small as possible. Breathe in. Actually, no, the doctor hasn't eaten for ages, so he just gaily jumps through. Size 7, you fat bastard. Whee!
Inside the courtyard, formed a black stone, are two representations of that tentacled creature with the squat feet.
Blasphemy.
There's stairs that go up the pyramid.
I hear the wailing of children. The horror.
That's Wilhelm.
Yeah. Where has that German gone? Always splashing around, making a mess of himself.
And it's a large stepped pyramid.
I'll call back. It's all dry in here. I made it through. It's all black stone and full of those strange, tentacly, leggy things.
I'll follow, no problem, and make sure that the prince and the other two are coming as well.
They are.
I will make a quick police purity roll. Which I failed.
You fail most of your rolls. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, no. Just saying, is this a representation of the devil that I've seen? If only we had a witch hunter with us.
Mm-hmm. So there, yeah. The hoofs and the tentacles, and the other.
Actually, what was the devil? I've heard of the Black Man, I suppose, because I've been in pamphlets. But I don't know when did the devil become the red horny guy?
I don't know.
Wow, it doesn't look like any. Doesn't look like a black man. I've heard that the witches swear fealty to. I'll turn to Cuthbert and ask him: are you tempted to kiss any part of this thing?
Let me roll for that. Nope.
Good. No kissing it on the buttocks.
Yeah, so there's two types of statue: twisted tree-like statues, and then the image like you have on the medallion of the many-legged hoofs with the sprouting tentacles.
I'm gonna have the medallion in one hand and just occasionally look at it, just in case it does something weird.
Okay. It's inert. It's not doing anything weird.
Good.
Do the two different statues, do they share equal billing? There's like 6 of the the leggy one, tentacles, and then 6 true ones, or one more prominent than the other?
There's more of the tree-like ones.
I will ask the translator and good child. Is this another one of their one of the things they worshipped? Is it different, or is it?
Yeah, the tree-like statues are the servitors, the servants of Shub-Niggurath.
Ah.
His guardians.
I think we may have met them once. My cousin Ralph defeated them mightily, or handily even.
What happened to Ralph?
He died fighting some thugs in a barn, but
he died fighting some farmers. But you claim he killed what now exactly?
No, we were tracking down a witch, and we were attacked by tree-like creatures. And Ralph was a whirlwind. He just hew them and chop through them in no time at all.
So he killed some demons, but he couldn't kill a couple farmers?
Well, the farmers, there was many farmers, and Ralph hadn't been looking after himself. He sacrificed much in the Lord's name, and he was somewhat under par. I did not speak ill of my cousin. He was a brave man.
I'm just saying, your story is kind of weirdly inconsistent with what he can and cannot defeat us all.
Well, when it is time, it is up to God to decide when our time is up.
Certainly not farmers.
Well, they weren't farmers. They were more like cutthroat assassins, really.
Oh, now they're cutthroat assassins. They're farmers one moment, now they're cutthroat assassins.
They worked at Malabench Hall, Saracenic Hall. They may have been farmers. I didn't really ask for their CVs at the time.
All right, okay.
I just know that Ralph was stabbed in the back, and unfortunately, it was a mortal blow. But he died saving us. He died a hero.
Don't all men die, hero.
Some do.
Except for molasses.
Yeah, what happened to the molasses? Why are you calling your gun molasses for? That seems a bit strange.
Well, long story short, I've replaced molasses with this gun.
Are you sure you're not a wizard?
Wouldn't you like to know? Anyways, let's move on.
For a strange conversation. We're feeling a bit uneasy with these heathen idols. I'm watching the natives very closely, see if they do anything strange as well.
And they're watching you very closely, seeing if you do anything
Yeah.
strange.
It was all okay until the white man came over and started messing around again. So we head towards the temple entrance if we can see one.
Yeah, the pyramid has what could be considered its entrance is a blank stone circle, 24 feet in diameter. It's got a somewhat distorted human face set into it. And there's stairs on either side of it that go up to the first tier of the ziggurat, and then above this 24-foot circular stone with a distorted face is on the next tier. The steps are centered of the pyramid and go up to the top.
So is there's a top bit flat? Is that like a sacrificial platform, or is there another? Okay, so this is the door then. Any signs of people using it? Broken clay pipes, footprints. Scuffs.
What's all your guys' perceptions?
17.
That's two.
My perception is 41.
And I'm still 17. Having lost that.
You don't see shit.
No.
You're looking out of your one good eye.
Yep.
Going, God, I'm glad I still got one good eye.
That sounds ominous.
But Cuthbert notices that it looks like there was an area scraped away of moss and lichen that had grown on this circular door. It had been scraped away, and there's a depression that looks similar to the size and negative image of what's on your medallion.
Okay. What height is it at?
Shoulder height. Right
Okay.
about here.
So I'm gonna block that indentation with my body. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna say to the priest, "Why don't you say a prayer to our God to open the door?"
The priest?
Yeah, the priest. Yeah.
Okay, so he whips out his best Latin and throws down a heavy...
So I'm gonna face the door with my head bowed, and when I think he's at the culmination of his prayer, because I don't understand Latin, I'm gonna insert the medallion.
You would know a little bit of Latin.
Oh, okay.
So would the doctor, just from your studies.
I'm looking like, what the hell are they doing?
Like a lot of the stuff that you would have had to read to get your education would have been in Latin. Some of it, I guess. You're familiar with some Latin. Not that it's important right now, I guess.
No, Jay, you have to say the Latin prayer. Search the Bible for quotes about opening doorways.
You know, if I did more prep, right, I could have had a video recording if I knew this, and I could have just hit a button. Yeah. Would have been some Gregorian chant in Latin.
It's got a good voice, this priest.
Mm-hmm. Then comes the whipping of the boys.
The whipping. It's always the whipping of the boys. Keeps them out of trouble.
Okay, so what are you doing while he's reaching his Catholic climax here, Cuthbert?
I'm going to insert the medallion as he climaxes.
Okay.
Those robes would need washing.
The surprise of the circular door keeping completely vanishing is broken only by the sound of the medallion hitting the stone floor when it drops from your hand when you react in astonishment.
Oops. Pardon? I just pick it up like nothing happened.
Careful, Cuthbert. I'm not sure if that's... It seems fragile.
I just shit a brick is all.
My. If I hadn't seen her, I wouldn't believe it. A Jesuit as well.
And the passage is a shaft that slopes down very steeply.
I will... Is there any light? Is it or...
No.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be. I will melt a bit of wax and stick the candle on my helmet again.
What's the priest feel about this? Or priest, the prince. What's the prince feel about this?
Truly, we are on the doorstep of evil.
Yeah, that's the cool
If
thing.
we are able to do some great feat, it should be no problem for me to get the KO tribe to convert.
But then again, the priest might just be evil.
Don't do that.
Whatever you say, Jay's gonna do. Don't do that.
How's the priest taking it? Is he like going, looking at his hand, going, "That never happened before"? He strides ahead forward now.
Yeah, he was pretty wise to what you guys were attempting to do. So he's kind of appreciative, like, all the natives with our tricks.
Yeah.
But of course he's quite amazed, like the stone, it just disappeared. Everyone's in awe.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's true.
And the natives are whispering amongst themselves. All three of them.
Just want to point out that if they do think we're the White Devil now, they think the priest is the White Devil. We didn't do anything. The priest did it. Just want to point that out real quick.
Let's just kill them now.
Yeah. Well, it seems that the translator speaks up to Father Goodchild and says that they will not go any further.
Even the prince. Even the prince won't come any further. Prince Unjay.
I guess I got to roll his something. Would it be his persistence?
Yeah, that's the mental one,
Gut
isn't it?
determination.
We'll get the resilience. See, I'm kind of torn.
He's not afraid. He tells the translator that to be strong.
So is the translator coming now?
Yep.
Okay. And the priest is coming?
The priest is, yeah.
Okay.
He's
And
still committed to try to do some act that will demonstrate to the prince that the Christian God is the one true God.
okay. All right, so we got a lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only light source we have?
Well, the doctor just put a candle on his helmet.
Oh, yes. That's very useful. Good job.
Thank you. It keeps my head warm as well.
The natives gather up some debris and put together a flaming brand. So the prince is carrying a torch.
He's a torchbearer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go in once we're all ready. I'll head in first.
Okay, it's a sloped passageway steeply down. It's narrow, but you have to use your arms to brace yourself, so you just don't end up on your butt sliding down and rolling down. It's steep enough that you want to brace yourself as you walk down.
In that case, I'll put my sword back
Mm-hmm.
and brace myself. I tell you, it's quite steep down here. You brace yourself against the wall.
You also, realized that going down puts you below the level of the lake. You don't see a flooded chamber in front of you.
Oh dear. Okay, that's somewhat terrifying. Is there anything on the walls? Is it just like stone? Are there carvings, friezes?
Yes, there is.
Handy directions. Any signs of like chalk marks, string? Any signs on the floor of other people coming down here? If it's kind of that steep, they're like scuff marks on the floor.
Not that you notice.
Okay.
One-eyed, candle-wielding doctor.
Yeah, but I say it's on my helmet, so it's directional light.
There's frescoes on the wall, painted, of fantastic tentacled beasts rearing great blocks of stone, while human and half-human artisans carve them. A common theme above the site is a pair of gigantic floating red eyes.
Are they painted on, or are they?
Yeah, they're painted.
Oh. What kind of dungeon is this?
What do you want? You don't want them painted?
I want rubies.
Oh yeah, no, these are frescoes.
Damn it.
Like you'd find in any Mayan complex.
Cheap ass natives.
It's not al fresco, it's just fresco.
He's outside. I will regale Unjay. If this was back in Europe, all this would have been rubies. You know this. We have proper dungeons over there. Our evil sorcerers know how to decorate their temple.
After some time, the tunnel opens up into a chamber about 30 feet square. Around the chamber is a stone shelf 2 feet thick from top to bottom, extending 6 feet into the room in all directions. In the center of the floor is a well rimmed with another stone shelf. The weeds, those rotted weeds that you saw on the outskirts of the complex, they're here too, but much thicker. In the stone floor, there's these 6-inch by 6-inch squares like they were potted into, but all the weeds grow over the edge of the well and down into it.
Is there any more doors?
And they're thicker here. These plants are thicker. They're more tendrily, and they still hold a greenish yellow color instead of looking dead.
Okay. There's no more doors leading out from this chamber. It's just this.
No.
Level. I'll call back and say, there's a chamber here. It seems to be the end of the road. There's a tunnel or a well in the middle. More of those plant things.
Have you looked in the well yet?
No.
You should look in the well real quick. Just give a peek.
Is there anything I can kick into the well, like a bit of stone or rubble?
I'll go and look in the well. I'm going to go look.
Maid's been in.
It's weed choked. The weeds seem to descend down into darkness, and the well goes as far as your light will reach.
I will take out a coin and throw a coin down.
Okay, you don't hear anything.
Is this another well we have to climb into?
I'll ask the translator to ask Unjay. Does your tribe have any memory of this? Yeah, we call this room the Great Devourer.
Yeah, something like that. He's talking more like it's. He believes that if this is the central worship temple of the city of Bendel Dolam, that this would have been the portal between our world and the gods' world.
I'll ask Father Goodchild if he's seen anything like this in any of the temples, or is this a usual main
He's
thing?
familiar with some of the more bloody Mayan rites of tossing sacrifices into cenotes.
What's a cenote?
A natural dark cistern.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this is more of a built system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But just as they sacrifice to the sun, it's also common for them to sacrifice to the gods of the underworld. And those are done around cenotes.
Right.
That pocket the landscape and become holy sites.
So they might have built this on top. Okay. Top of one.
But that's usually for fertility worship, for the earth to bring back the Itzal. Were communing with the lords of the dead. And so that's where they supposedly got their ability to create the Walking Dead that you encountered at Lost Calcomel.
And there's nothing else in this room apart from the stuff on the walls, the freezers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's no sign of camp or anything. Someone camped here, or
no? There's some broken weed, like if someone had tugged on them.
Can I ask the prince for a spare torch?
Sure.
I would like to light it and drop it down the well.
Illuminating.
You don't know if it just disappeared from view or it went out at some point.
We hear someone go,
but you don't hear it hitting anything.
Just bugger it. I'll start climbing down. I'll change my candle and I'll start climbing down I'll start pulling at some of the weeds, see which ones seem to be kind of secure. And actually, I'll cut a length of weed off, because just in case you need some rope, and then I'll start climbing down. Damn, I'm on 2 telecandles now. Well, it seems this is the way to go. We've come this far. We might as well finish what we started, and I'll start climbing down.
Okay.
It's quite easy.
As he does this, does like the prince have like blood drain from his face or anything?
Yeah, a bit. The translator says you folks are really brave to boldly enter the the kingdom of the dead.
I'll climb up again and go, thank you. And ruggedly handsome. Go back down again.
I'll ask the priest if he's going to wait here.
No, the priest says he must follow and show Anjay that those Christians have no fear of the devil.
And is Anjay coming as well?
Yes, he's fiercely determined to go. If you guys are going to, confront hell itself, then
Hell be it.
what greater test of his strength than this?
All right, I'll follow the doctor.
And he exhorts the translator to come with. Be brave.
I'll follow the ret cannon and just with my writing kit, I'll leave a note saying what we're doing, and I'll place it by the hole and put a coin on it to keep it in place, just so the soggy Wilhelm can find us if need be.
Okay. So you guys are rappelling down via the vines or the weeds.
Yeah, we're very SAS.
Yeah, you going frontwards or backwards?
Backwards.
Backwards.
See, if you bounce off the walls, it's quite good. It's quite easy. This look away.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's more like you're climbing down because the weeds are so twisted and choked. You can't really do a lot of swinging and jumping.
Oh,
Pushing off the walls. They're very heavy, matted tangle. Sometimes you actually get stuck.
I'll hack our way through.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like going ah ha 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 for some reason loudly.
And I don't know. It's like about 15 minutes of this, and you're getting tired.
Is the doctor getting deja vu? Like, hey, remember the last time I was climbing down a chain into a deep dark hole?
No.
Well, when we got the chain going in deep dark hole, we climbed down the chain, and then we had to roll Constitution checks, and we failed, and so we all fell down into the rabbit hole.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay. No, I've forgotten that. I blanked it out.
Oh. Just trying to get the doctor to let go and see what happens.
Oi. I quite want to go back to Rabbit Land. So yeah, so I'll take it steady when I get to those places where fly falls. Where it comes like kind of matted, I'll take a breather, see if I can sort of wedge myself in, take a drink of water, and then hack my way through it. Which means, of course, that I'm the only one who can do this because I've hacked all the wet ledges away.
Because why? Why are you the only one?
Well, if they're like you say, like the areas become like choked with weeds, the doctor, since he's the first one there, he's the only one who can sort of kind of sit on them and have a drink. Then he hacks his way through. So
well, we're going to sit on you.
Cut. No, not sit on me. I've got a candle on my helmet. Ah. I like that.
Can still sit on his shoulders.
Okay. Well, so now you've gone. Let's see, it's 15 minutes now. Another half hour passes.
Hang on.
Situation is still the same. You're just more tired.
This has the same feeling as the last time we did this, which is we made the wrong choice, and this is just death. Like, oh, down here is death.
Well, it is the underworld.
Well, yeah, all right. Okay, I'm just going to keep following the doctor, thinking he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
I'm starting to get very fatigued now. I feel my fatigue roll.
I'm just waiting for you all to try and get back out again.
There is no out.
Yeah.
On my mission.
Another. So let's see, a half hour, 45 minutes. So now it's been an hour and a half. and the well and the weeds continue down. And so all you have is the light that is around you. It's dark up above, it's dark below. Who knows how far down you are? It's silent. There's just the sound of you guys struggling and breathing and cursing.
Does the stuff that I'm cutting through, does it look like newer growth?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Good. Someone may have come down for us. We keep going until we reach the bottom, I suppose. Resting when we can. Trying to avoid the falling priest.
Yep. Let's see. How many characters? There's you two.
5?
The 2 natives, and then Doctor. I mean, not Doctor. The
2 and
priest.
3.
Father Goodchild. Let's see. Father Goodchild. Native. Translator. He's
the translator.
He must have been getting really tired, and he lets out a yell, and he slips and he falls.
I will grab him, or just wait for him to bounce off the next block passage bit. I will try and grab him as he goes.
Roll your athletics.
Athletics. A bit of space on the table. Oh dear, 92. As he clips me in the shoulder as he falls past.
Yeah,
Help him.
no, he
Help him on his
grapples
way.
for you, and he gets his hands on his shoulders, and he pulls you off.
That's a bit forward.
Yep.
Not even Bobby did it yet. Okay, I'm falling. Bloody natives!
So what did I just see?
You just saw the translator slip, fall, drop about 3 body lengths. The doctor tried to grab him, and the native tried to grab the doctor and just managed to knock the doctor off it, clinging to the weeds, and they both tumble down into darkness.
These natives don't wear underpants. The horror! The horror!
Yeah. Flappy, flappy, flappy.
That's not a rope.
This weed choked tunnel.
Yeah, so I'm guessing my light candle goes out, tumbling down, screaming into the darkness. Mistakes were made.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Like you hear them yelling for a bit, and then there's silence.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
I look up at the priest and the prince. Do they have anything to say?
Holy shit!
The priest is like, we need to go down, keep on going down, and see if they're okay.
Hang on. Why have we got Barney?
Barney was killed by him.
Oh, hello, Barney. You're very crackly.
So don't turn off your window. You have been warned.
I'm sorry, Barney. Do you want to watch the feed?
What?
Are you interested in watching the feed?
The timer was off your.
You're going very roboty.
No, it's a bot. It's automated. He's saying you've been warned.
Huh?
Yeah, he was saying some recorded
Oh.
message, and you have been warned.
How bizarre.
I think he said something about Windows 95.
Oh. Hello. Barney's back. Hello, Robot Barney.
Well, I just ejected him, and he can just come back.
Oh, that's a shame. You didn't get this. It'd be nice to have people join instead of just fuck around. There we go.
Yeah, there's a group. Is he a member?
Not from ours, I don't think he is.
Don't
How
remember
the hell
Barney.
can he get into this?
Oh, hang on. Maybe.
No, he's not a member of the group.
Did you
I
make
don't know how you'd get into this. You can get into the chat if you have the link, but how do you get the link if you're not
Well,
a
he's
member?
He's not a member of the group for MeWe, but I don't know about
No,
G+.
I don't.
I don't think he's in there for G+, is he?
No, and I don't have any links in G+. I haven't posted. Everyone here had to get the link to this stream via
Sure.
me and the group. You had to be a member of. So that's fucked up.
I posted it to Tannen and Zach, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Did you put this on a live setting or?
Yeah,
this
we're
is-
live.
it
You can
is
go
live.
online and YouTube.
Sorry, I mean public. Sorry.
Yes.
Actually, let's go to YouTube. Have a look.
So if it's public, if they find it, they can get on it, right?
Yeah, because I think you can like do applause and shit.
You live streaming to YouTube, you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now
Yeah.
for all the world
Yeah.
to see.
So,
This is-
like
But
this
there's
guy.
no one. But there's no one watching.
apart from Chinese monkey.
Apart from Barney.
Probably Barney's mate.
I don't know how to. I didn't know how to even get onto it. To be honest, YouTube.
He did. Oh, look at the Chinese are here now.
I, for one, welcome our new overlords. Thank you. Please buy our stuff.
So yeah, I guess when you go live, I'll have to work on the settings so that the only people that can get into the Hangout are the right people, but anyone can watch and comment on YouTube.
Greetings, Chinese monkey. Goodbye.
And they're off again. That's funny.
Ad-
It's a new age. Chinese monkey SWF. What is that? Chinese Mickey single white female? The internet's a sewer, a swamp, and a back alley. All rolled up into one.
Actually, I can't even get to this myself. Can I? There they go. Phantom Tower Press. One video, live broadcast.
Like the only way to find this is, you go to YouTube and you search Clockwork and Cthulhu or Clockwork Cthulhu.
You can also put in Vanishing Tower Press. That comes up with one video as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I gotta delete. Go to YouTube and you search Clockwork.
You can also put in Vanishing Tower Press.
Oh, look, I hear an echo. Someone hasn't muted their YouTube.
So I was just watching it live. There's just a little bit of a delay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Vanishing Tower, and then it pops up. Did it?
You've got a subscriber now, Jay.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. Me?
Is it? It's not Chinese Mickey?
No, it's me. I just
Oh,
subscribed.
good.
Oh, hello, he's back.
How's he?
Oh, you tools out there.
As long as he's quiet.
Yep. Guess I can mute him. But, yep, not buying any spatulas here or Ginsu knives. You're not going to sell any Ginsu knives here. So Cuthbert, the priest believes that we should continue after them to see if they're okay. Zach.
I muted myself because the baby was crying.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I will continue after. At a normal pace. I don't know.
Okay.
It's hard not to just let go and, metagame this.
Wee.
Mm-hmm. Well, make an athletics roll, because at some point, fatigue and mistakes happen.
86.
I think you just blew your athletics roll.
Well, no, I got a 90 in athletics.
Oh, you do?
No, that was a joke. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to have a 90 skill.
You're quite an athletic alchemist.
Too many fumes. That's what it is.
Okay, so you slip and fall.
Slip, trip, and fall.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, goodbye.
Holy shit! So that's weird. I'll have to fix that soon.
That was the same guy. That
It
Barney
was.
Arrow one came up again, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's back.
Yeah, that's right. I have thrown an OS breaker inside this Windows Longhorn computer. It in 30 seconds. Don't escape this punishment.
Oh dear.
Die.
I will escape.
I can't mute him either.
Don't you dare.
I can't either.
Damn these Chinese and their superior education system.
Why wouldn't he allow me to mute him?
It's
don't know
gone
how-
again.
When I go to the YouTube, I can see it, but I can't join it. But I don't know.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a viewing, for consumption.
This is all the same guy, just using.
Okay.
Well, I guess that'll add to the creepiness and stuff.
Do you think maybe we should stop live streaming this on
Good job.
YouTube and start
Yeah.
again?
You did not listen to me about turning off your Windows Longhorn computer. That's
I did.
it. You're
I did.
grounded for
I did.
7104-416-711-72181-929 years.
Yeah.
You
I
have
can't
to
mute him.
upgrade from Windows Longhorn to Windows Vista. I will activate
Yeah, I'm
the
going to start
OS
over,
breaker.
guys.
Yeah.
The end of the live stream. Stop broadcast.